Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Uh, we are in February, which is Black History Month, and I thought I was gonna read books by Black authors, and I had decided to read You Should See Me, You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson, Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, and the memoir by Leanne Peacock, I believe. To be completely honest, I did not film the intro for this video, and we are Sunday and I need to do a lot of things before this video comes out, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I already read 2 of those books. I really let's pretend I'm gonna read them this week. I did not have time to read this one. I did the math and I only have 8 books out of 149 on my physical TBR. I have other books on like my physical shelf by Black authors, but honestly it's only like 5% of my physical TBR, and I think the last book by a Black author was like a year ago, which is so wrong. I tell myself that I want to be more inclusive in terms of reading, and then I mean I buy a lot of books with LGBTQ+ representation and Asian literature and things like that, but in terms of Black authors, either Black American or French author who are Black, I don't buy that much books. I know that a lot of them are like there are a lot of books that I want to read, but in terms of buying and giving Black authors actual money and supporting them, I don't do that much, and I think that's such a shame, especially after what I've read and those stories. So what you will see after that is like the reading vlog of reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and You Should See Me in a Crown. I listened to both and I was supposed to read this one, but I did not have the time this week, so I started My Sister the Serial Killer. I have not finished it yet, even though it's only 200 pages, but I'm liking it so far. Oh, and I also listened to Say Her Name, which is a book with poems about the Black experience, like as a Black woman, especially in the United States, written by many authors, and again it was really good. So you will see that, and then you will come back to me. I will just cut the video and I will give you my reviews. So yeah, bye. Hey guys, just a quick update. I am 28% through Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I'm really considering DNFing it. Like before chapter 5, I was kind of liking it. I'm listening to it in audiobook and I really do not like the narrator, and like it's a British accent, which I love, but I don't know, it's kind of posh, and yes, Chloe Brown is like a rich girl, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like the characters, and I don't know, I don't really like the audiobook. So I'm thinking either starting another book that I need to read, which is You Should See Me in a Crown, which is young adult, and I'm really excited about it. And then maybe physically reading Chloe Brown, so that I don't have the voice. But the thing is, I don't really like the romance, and it is like purely physical at this point, and like the flirting is cute and I like it, but everyone was like, oh my god, Red is like this gentleman and amazing, but he keeps talking about Chloe's body and I don't like it, and having like sexual thoughts about her even though she's right there. And he did touch himself while thinking about her, even though they don't have any romantic relationship. And I don't know if it's just me and I'm a prude, but I wouldn't like someone I barely know touching himself thinking of me. Like, he has a wet dream, no problem, it's a dream, like he didn't choose it, but then he just goes touching himself and I'm like, maybe don't. But yeah, and she also was looking at him through the window, which, I mean, he wasn't doing anything, and she wasn't doing anything either, just watching, but at the same time it's just weird. But I guess if they're both weirdos, perfect for them. But yeah, I don't know how I feel. I probably, it's my fault. I should have known and like looked if the book was smutty, because it's like, I don't know, before the 5th chapter, nothing about sex was said. Like, I don't know, maybe I didn't pay attention, but, and then suddenly now everything is about that, and I don't really see the point. Like, I want them to interact with each other, with each other on like a spiritual level. But yes, I do like the representation, the fact that Chloe is neurodivergent and also chronically ill. I think it's interesting, and I want to learn more about that. But yes, that is my opinion. I am currently editing the video and I just realized that I did not explain it. It just goes straight to something else. So I stopped listening to Chloe Brown and started You Should See Me in a Crown. So after that you will have updates on You Should See Me in a Crown, and then I go back to Chloe Brown. Hope that makes more sense. Bye! Okay, I need to be quick because I'm at work and my colleague just went to the bathroom. I am, little update. I am on chapter 29 of You Should See Me in a Crown. It's not the right one, or am I at 27, something like that? I don't know if it's one more or one less. I think I have like 2 hours left, less than 2 hours left. Yeah, I really have like nothing left. I do love the story, and it has picked up a lot now. The only thing that I don't like is that there are a lot of characters, and at some point I was a little bit confused to who was who. Now I guess I've learned, I think you have to only care about like the main characters, because there's a lot of people and like side characters that are only here for the plot. But honestly, I'm loving what is happening at the moment. It's like the rebellious phase, and like she will not sit around while people are being absolutely dickheads, especially in terms of racism and homophobia. But yeah, I love the fact that it's about a queer black woman. Also, there's talk of chronic illness for her brother and her mother, and I googled it because I was very interested, and apparently this is a illness that comes mostly for black African American people, and I think Mexican people as well, like Hispanic people. And I think it's so interesting, and I love the book so far. So yeah, I'm gonna finish it this morning, but just wanted to update you before it's finished, because I literally only have like 2 hours left of the book, and then I will go back, I guess, to Chloe Brown, which I'm not really excited, especially at work, but yes, I want to finish it, and I might read some other things like novellas and things like that for Black History Month. But yes, bye. Happy Valentine's Day. Yep. I think I have like 1 hour left to Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. It was so weird because like I was listening and I was like, wow, the romance go by so fast. And I was just 60% through the book. And I was like, no, it makes sense that they would start to get together at this point. Ooh, it's Romy. So yeah, I'm listening. And I like the romance between the two. And I think it's very healthy. And they are very healthy. They understand that they have issues that they need to fix. But the fact that they are doing it together is really cute. So I'm gonna listen to it and finish it. I have finished You Should See Me in a Crown as well. I'm gonna do an update at the end. And I also have to read another book, but I don't think I will have the time because it's like 300 pages and it's already Friday and I'm supposed to make the video on Sunday. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Tried something different and Romy's here. Romito del Pipito. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. So yeah, bye. I just finished Chloe Brown, and I've also listened to Say My Name, which is a collection of poems about being a black woman, and it was really heartbreaking, honestly, but very interesting. I'm not the best at poetry, but I think listening to it is so interesting because you get like a sort of acting, and yeah, it was really good. So now I don't know if I'm gonna read another book because Sunday is gonna come very soon, so I don't know if I'll have time. I think I want to read My Sister the Serial Killer. So yeah, I'll update I'll update you. Bye. Then You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. I think I gave this 4 stars, maybe 3.5, something like that, or maybe 4. It was so quick to read. I absolutely loved it. It was interesting because this is not only about being queer and being black, it's like about so many things that really makes her like such a well-written character. And I did not know about the friendships that she has. Some of them were not the best, but in the end I think everyone just came through for her, and I loved it, and she came through for herself. There are some of the quotes that actually made me tear up. There is a moment where she is speaking to her grandma, and her grandma is just like, you know what, just rest, just fall, and we'll catch you when you're ready, we'll catch you. And oh my god, I was crying so much. But yeah, it was really cute. There is a part of romance, but it's not like the actual main plot, I would say. But yes, it was really cute. Love it. And I will be reading other books by Leah Johnson because I absolutely love the writing. Then I started with Get a Life Chloe Brown and stopped at like, I think 30%, because something happened and I really did not like it at all, as you can see from the reading vlog, I'm guessing. But I ended up giving it 4 stars. I think it goes mostly like 3.5, but because on Goodreads you cannot like put half stars, I did put 4 stars, and I think on Storygraph I put like 3.75 or something. I'm not sure, I need to think about it. I did skip some of the sex scenes because I was at work. It was not professional. Oh god, it was not professional, and honestly I'm not the best at sex scene when I'm reading a romance book. It's not like the main thing I want to read. And what is funny is that I did a video and I said, oh my god, they are so healthy, love the relationship, and like right after that I listened to the end and it was like the 3rd act breakup and it was all going to shit, and the healthy relationship was not there anymore, which was so funny. But I think I did enjoy, they both have a lot of trauma that they have inside them, and that explains how, like, the way they act. I would check some of the trigger warnings for this one, even though it's like not like very explicit, I'm guessing, but it was really good. I think the characters were really well written. This is part of a series, so in the book there are 3 sisters. The first one is Chloe Brown, and this book focus on her, and you can see Danny and Eve as well. And I know that the 2 other books are about, so the second book is about Danny, the oldest, and then Eve, the youngest. I think Chloe is like the middle child. I am not 100% sure that I want to read the rest of the series. I'm not sure. I will see. I don't think that the sex of it all was for me. I did enjoy the relationship aspect and the characters, but other than that I was not really into because like 30%, the first 30% there is like no sex at all. There's like mention of like attraction, sexual attraction and stuff, but as soon as like the first sex scene happens, it's just go downhill from there. And I know I'm a purist, but I'm not really a fan of like sex scene in books. So yeah, I have to admit that maybe the book was not marketed for me in the end, but I did enjoy it very much. Then I listened to Say Her Name. I don't know all of the authors. It was really, really, really good. 2 poems, I think it was like chapter 22 and poems 22 and poems 29. My favorites. I think it was so fun to listen to the poems because you really get the experience. The narrator is like giving like the energy for those poems, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's really interesting, but it's also really sad because that was published in 2020 and we are in 2025. You would think that those poems would not be relevant today, but they really are, which is really sad. Again, maybe check trigger warnings because this really talks about police brutality and also rape, and I would be careful if those are things that could trigger you. But it was also interesting to have Black women talking about their experience with racism and also the misogyny. But yes, it was really quick to listen to. I think I will buy a copy because I don't own it and I don't have a lot of poems. So yeah, I would look to see if it was available and buy it. And I have started and not finished My Sister the Serial Killer. Again, I did not vlog. Again, I did not vlog when I was reading it. I read it in like transportation and things. I am, I think, 25% through, like 50 pages out of 200, around that. And it is, I want to learn more. Like, it's so interesting. So we will see how I feel about that one. But yes, I think Black History Month shouldn't be an excuse for me to read Black authors and just be like, oh, I got my quota for the year. Just as I'm not reading LGBTQ plus books only on Pride Month, I will be reading those books on Pride Month, but it should be like an all year things. I have other books by Black authors that I really want to go through this year. I'm looking, but I can't find the book that I'm looking for. I did read Ace of Spades and I absolutely loved it, and I bought another book but by the same author. I think it's Where Girls Sleep or something like that. It is quite a chunky book, but I'm really excited because I absolutely adored Ace of Spades. And I also, that author wrote like a small books that I bought, which is Doomsday or something like that, about, I think, the apocalypse. It's like a really small novella and I'm really excited. But yes, I need to be more careful about books that I buy and author that I want to support, because I buy a lot of authors who really do not need money from me in terms of like continuing to buy books, even though some authors that I absolutely love, they need the money to like have writing as their main job. So yeah, I'm gonna be more careful in the future, and I encourage you to do the same and be mindful of what you buy and really pay attention to like the representation of books that you buy. I hope it makes sense. It was making sense in my head, but now it's the end of the weekend and it was quite challenging, so I'm just gonna go. But thank you for watching this video, and I hope it's Sunday. Maybe this video will come out on Monday, no idea. Ciao, bye.